Welcome back, Amber here again, and I know it has been a while since I've been posting on my channel, and I must say, a lot of us are just undergoing changes with everything that's going on in the world right now. It's hard to not feel stressed, anxious, uncertain, and in that, it's been this journey here for me in India to really go inside and ask myself, what do I need to be happy? Have you asked yourself that? It is inevitable as humans that we are going to feel sad, anxious, depressed, jealous, fearful, all of these natural human emotions. But what in your life can you come back to connect to your joy, to your passion, to your inspiration? And for me, it's my yoga mat. It's my yoga practice. And it's not coming back to my yoga mat like when I'm feeling down or when things aren't going my way or when I need a secret pill to help me feel better. The medicine has been coming back to my mat every single day, regardless of what's happening outside. And so my invitation for you is get on your mat every single day. And some days it's going to take you 20 minutes to disconnect from the intensity of life. And other times it might take 2 hours. But make sure that you do everything in your heart to prioritize you. It doesn't matter what we have in the external world if we're not happy with our inner world. Self-care is not selfish. We need to crumple that idea up and throw it out. So many of my students say oh, I want to do this for my children. I want to do this for somebody else. And I say, no. Do this for you and they will benefit. Everyone wants to be around people that are authentic. And I'm not saying that you're going to always be happy. And I'm not saying that you're always going to be a peach to be around. But when your cup is full, that energy radiates. So this practice today is carving out time for you. As you're ready, meet me on your mat. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through the tips of the fingers, then up on the palm of your hand. Press down through the tops of your feet. Micro bend your elbows. Hug your forearms in and externally rotate your upper arm bones. As you draw your belly button in towards your spine, create length from your hips through your shoulders as you extend up and out through the crown of your head. Press firm down through your right hand, connect to your Ujjayi breath, slightly restrict the backside of your throat. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right shoulder, lower left ear, left shoulder blade to the mat. Press down into your right hand. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Look towards your left thumb and lower your left palm to the earth. Switch sides. Press down through your left hand, micro bend your left elbow. Inhale, right arm high, look up towards the right thumb. Exhale, thread it through, right shoulder, right ear to the earth, look to your left. Press down through your left palm, inhale, reach your right arm up. Look up, open your heart to the sky, open to the possibilities. As you lower your right hand to the earth, tabletop position. Come up onto your right fingertips and onto your left fingertips. Press through the tips of your fingers, keep your core active, long neck. As you connect to your breathing, a slight restriction of your throat to keep the Ujjayi breath flowing, giving your mind something to focus on as you carve out this time to observe. To observe how your body feels, to notice where your thoughts are wandering off to, and to practice being present on the mat with yourself. Bring your hands to the earth. Turn your fingertips to point towards your knees. Face your forearms forward. Microbend your elbows. This will be different for each person. This will be different each day. Begin to shift your hips back towards your heels to stretch the inner face of the forearms. Your heels may even start to lift off the ground. Stay connected to your breathing. Slowly come back. Fingertips point forward. Curl your toes under. Press through the balls of your feet. Inhale, stretch your heart through your shoulders. Lift your chest and your chin. Sitting bones and shoulders towards the earth. Open your heart, look up. Cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin, reach your shoulders towards your hips, round your back. Chin to the chest, top of your head reaches down towards your thumbs. Breathe into the entire back side of your body. Inhale, neutral spine, table pose. Slide your right toes back behind you. Keep the right toes to the earth. Lift your right ankle over the ball of your right foot. Stretch from your pelvis out through your right heel. As you hug the muscle to the bone through the right leg, lift your right kneecap up towards the right thigh. Draw the belly in as you lengthen through your tailbone and extend from right heel out through the crown of your head. Lift your right leg to hover off of the earth. Lift it so high that the right leg becomes parallel to the mat. Press down through your right hand, stretch your left arm forward, left thumb towards the sky, draw in through your core. Lower left hand, right knee to the earth. Slide the ball of your left foot back behind you, activate your left leg. Allow your hands and your left foot to settle into the earth as you tone the muscles. Expand from your pelvis out through the crown of your head and from your pelvis out through the ball of your left heel. Lift your left leg parallel to the earth. Find the connection to Ujjayi breath as you extend your right arm forward, right thumb to the sky. Slowly release, right hand down, left knee to the earth. Table pose. Keep the toes curled under and walk your hands one handprint forward so that the shoulders are just behind the wrists. Spread your fingers wide. Press through your palms through the balls of your feet. Lift your knees up and begin to lift your hips towards the sky. Keep your knees bent. Hug your forearms in and stretch your scapula bones around the back as you lengthen the crown of your head towards your thumbs. Shoulders in line with the ears. Still high on the balls of your feet. Press down through the inner ball of your right foot and then your left foot. Outer edge of both feet. Hug your shins in towards one another. As you lift your sitting bones towards the sky, begin to extend the heels towards the earth. Dog pose. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Create length through the sides of your body as you hollow out your armpits. Begin to open your chest, the collarbone wide towards the earth, as you draw your back shoulder blades, the scapula bones, towards one another. Create length through the crown of your head as you lift your sitting bones towards the sky, extend your heels to the earth. If you've heard down dog as a resting pose, check again and see. I'm starting to sweat already. Inhale, gaze forward. Come up onto your tippy toes and
With your core strong, tippy toe your way to the top of your mat for forward fold, Uttanasana. Bring your feet as wide as your hips and come up onto your fingertips. Straighten your legs as you lean forward into the balls of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. From your hips out through your shoulders, create length. Exhale, bend your knees, rest your belly on your thighs, tuck your chin and fold forward. Bring your hands to the outside of your shins and press with your hands to the outer edge of your legs. As you press your shins out and towards your hands, you should start to feel the inner legs engage as well as the hamstrings. Keep that motion as you lower your fingertips to the outside of your toes. If you have blocks and you need them, now would be a good time to place your blocks here underneath of your hands. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands underneath of your shoulders, step back, high plank pose, push-up-like position. Reach your heart forward, extend your heels back. Lower your knees down onto the earth. Open your knees as wide as your yoga mat. Bring your big toes to touch and send your butt onto your heels. Child's pose, Balasana. Come up onto your fingertips. Press through the fingertips as you lower your heart towards the earth, forehead to the mat. Press your palms flat. Relax your elbows. Keep your arms activated as you press your hips back onto your heels. And continue to breathe in and out of your nose with the Ujjayi breath, a slight restriction of your throat where you can hear the sound of your breath. It's in these moments of pause that we can allow ourselves to feel the depth of where we are in the moment. That when we're able to take our focus, our attention off of the thoughts and into the feelings, we can become more aware of what's here now. And rather than identifying with the thoughts, we allow ourselves to be fully immersed into the presence of the moment, to the essence of who you are, rather than the stories that you tell yourself. Look forward. Keep your elbows to the earth. Lift your hips, use your toes, and come forward onto your stomach. Bring your arms back behind you, palms face up, and rest your left ear to the earth. And just feel the connection to the ground. Oftentimes, we just need to feel the ground, the stability, rather than all the chaos going on outside of us. Lift your head, bring your right ear to the earth, look to the left. Come back to center and lift your upper body as you bring your forearms around in front of you in preparation for forearm Sphinx pose. Lift your right leg and internally rotate the right thigh toward the earth as you press the top of your right foot into the mat. Lift your left leg, internally rotate your left thigh as you lower the left knee towards the mat. Press down through the tops of your feet to activate your legs. Lift the kneecaps off the ground. Begin to lift your shoulders, your armpits up towards the ears. As you draw the head of the arm bones back and move the shoulder bones, scapular bones towards one another, towards the spine, and gaze forward. What I like to think about here is that my hand is behind your head, and you're going to Press your head back into my hand to lengthen through your neck. As you press the tops of your feet into the earth, hug your forearms towards one another as you press down through the tips of your fingers. Continue to breathe. Relax your knees, walk your hands back by your chest. Keep your elbows back by the rib cage, lengthen your neck long. Slide the heel of your hands energetically, the palms stay right where they are. Energetically slide the heel of the hands towards the hips. Maintain the elbows back by the rib cage as you inhale. Lift your heart. Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Draw the scapula bones towards one another as you bring your gaze forward. Begin to lift your chin and look up. Open your throat. Hug the elbows and the shoulders towards the back body as you expand your heart space to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, forehead to earth. Curl your toes under. Use from the belly. You really want to pull up through your belly center as you press through the palms, press through the balls of your feet, lift up. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Swing your feet over towards the right and come back to sit onto your left hip as you bring the legs all the way around in front of you. Slide your heels towards you as you bend your knees. When you bend your knees here, bring the soles of your feet together and your heels in. Interlace your fingers around your toes and draw your elbows back towards your rib cage. Settle your legs into the mat, sitting bones grounded. Create length through the sides of your body as you extend through the crown of your head. Open through the chest. Think being bright and open like a toddler. Just complete joy and bliss as you lift your heart and even close your eyes and begin to imagine the joy, the freedom of a child running through the grass. Lift your heart in that way. Shine forward and through. Continue to press your feet together as the knees open towards the earth. Big breath in. Maintain a long spine. As you exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Feet pressed together, knees drop towards the earth. Elbows hug back by the rib cage as you create a long body, long upper body. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Inhale, come back to center. With the support of your hands, lift your knees towards the sky as you place your feet onto the earth. Come to the center of the mat. As you do, reach your arms forward, grab onto your shins, and roll onto your back. As you come down onto your back, bring your hands onto your knees, and press your shins in towards your hands to create a natural low lumbar curve. It's like right now I could slide my hand under your low back. Straighten your legs and your arms up towards the sky. With as little effort as possible, your arms and your legs are reaching up. And let there be as much surrender here as possible. Bend your knees. Place your left foot onto the mat, hug your right knee in while maintaining a natural low lumbar curve. So press down through your sacrum, straighten your left leg. Cactus your right arm, right elbow in line with your right shoulder. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. Flex your left toes in towards your left shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale, cross your right knee over towards the left. Press down through your right shoulder as your right knee stretches over towards the left. Close your eyes, chin towards the right shoulder. Twists are good to allow us to release any tension or tightness in the physical body. Create more space in the low back and a good glute stretch. You may start to feel it in your gluteus maximus, the biggest muscle in the human body. Slowly come back to center. Gentle squeeze of your right knee in as you switch. Right leg goes long. Hug your left knee in. Interlace your fingers, opposite finger on top. Press your left knee in towards your palms to create a natural curve in the low lumbar spine. Cactus your left arm over towards the left. Left wrist in line with left elbow. Left shoulder in line with left elbow. Right hand to the outer edge of your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Move the left knee slightly over towards your right. Press down through your left shoulder, left elbow. Open your heart and look to the left. Slowly come back to center. Lift your left knee in, hug it gently, and then the right knee as well. Right hand to right shin, left hand to left shin. Open your knees, outer edges of the rib cage. Press your shoulders and your sacrum into the earth as you breathe into your low lumbar spine. Stretch your right leg out long, and then your left leg. Press down through your sacrum, lift your shoulders off the mat, create more space in your shoulders as you lower the shoulder blades to the ground. Open your legs a little bit wider, heels in, toes out. Arms diagonal, your shoulders, palms face up. Soften your face, relax your body. Shavasana. Lie here, be with yourself. Notice how it feels. If what you showed up onto the mat is still present and here for you now, or if there's been any shift. If you felt yourself drop into a space more free from your thoughts. Wiggle toes and fingers. Bend your knees, place your feet onto the mat, stretch your arms alongside your ears, and gently roll over onto the right side of your body. Here, rest your right ear into your right shoulder, your left hand onto the mat. Press into your left palm, walk your right hand in, and slowly begin to rise up into a seated position. Here, you'll bring one ankle in front of the other. I always like to sit up onto a cushion if you haven't. If not, that's okay. Bring your hands to your heart, chin to your chest, and deeply gratitude for finding your way, making the space onto your mat today. Namaste.
So just know that the human emotions, they come and they go. The root word is motion, energy in motion. So whatever it is that you may be feeling now in the moment, give yourself full permission to feel it, to allow it to become alive. But then get back onto your mat. Go do some knitting if that calls to you. Go for a bike ride, walk through the forest, journal. Whatever's going to connect you back into your body, whether it be dance or some sort of hobby, something that allows you to come here and now. As you give yourself full permission to know that every single day is going to be different, but connect back to yourself, to drop into your body, to get into your heart and out of your mind. And as we practice, whatever practice may be, whether it be yoga asana, meditation, pranayama, or some sort of hobby, it creates space from the thoughts, so that the thoughts don't control us, but rather we allow space in our lives for the thoughts to come and we allow them to go, so that we're no longer identified with stories, but rather that we consciously create our lives through connecting to the present moment with whatever it is that you choose in the now to bring you here now. And that's going to change. So I hope that this helps you. And if you have any other requests, put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon.